Lately, GLP-1 medications have become one of the most talked about things in weight loss. Treatments like semaglutide and tirzepatide are being prescribed much more often, mostly because they help control hunger in a way that normal dieting usually doesn't. Instead of relying only on willpower or strict dieting, these medications help your body feel full sooner and stay full for longer. They slow down digestion, help keep blood sugar more stable, and for a lot of people, they reduce those constant cravings, which makes it easier to stick to a routine. But once someone actually starts one of these medications, the biggest question usually isn't the medication itself, it's the injection. Hearing that something is a weekly shot can sound a little intimidating at first, especially if you've never injected medication before. The good news is that the process is actually very simple once you see how it works and do it once or twice. So in this video, I'm going to walk through what the injection routine actually looks like, how people usually do it step by step, and how programs like hers make things easier by sending the medication and all the supplies directly to your home. Now, a lot of people picture something complicated when they hear the word injection, but the reality is that these pens are designed to be extremely simple to use. GLP-1 is actually a hormone that your body already makes naturally. It's released after you eat and it helps control a few important things in your body at the same time. It helps regulate blood sugar, slows down how quickly food leaves the stomach, and also sends signals to the brain that tells you that you're full. The medications used for weight loss basically copy that hormone, but they stay active in the body much longer than the natural version does. Instead of it working for just a short period of time after a meal, medications like semaglutide stay active for about a week. That's why most GLP-1 treatments only need to be taken once every 7 days. Another medication you might hear about is tirzepatide, which works in a similar way but also activates a second hormone involved in metabolism. For some people, this combination can lead to stronger appetite control. What a lot of people notice pretty quickly is that they stop thinking about food as much during the day. Meals start to feel more filling, and it becomes easier to eat normal portions without feeling like you're constantly hungry afterward. One reason these medications have actually become easier to get is because of telehealth programs like hers. Instead of needing several doctor appointments in person, the process usually starts online. You answer a series of questions about your health history, medications you take, and your weight goals. A licensed provider then reviews that information and decides whether GLP-1 treatment could be a good option for you. If you qualify, the medication is shipped directly to your home. What's nice is that the packaging usually includes everything that you need to get started. Along with the medication itself, the kit typically includes sterile needles or syringes, alcohol wipes, and a sharps container so you can safely dispose of used needles. Many people also receive anti-nausea medication during the first few weeks, since mild stomach symptoms can sometimes happen when the body is getting used to the medication. Another helpful part of the program is the hers mobile app. Through the app, you can message your care team if you have any questions about the injection, your dose, or anything you're experiencing during your treatment. And if you want to check out the hers program or see what the current plans look like, I've left a link down in the description below. If you end up using that link, the channel may earn a small commission, which helps support the content. Okay, so the weekly injection routine usually starts with a little bit of preparation. GLP-1 medications are stored in the refrigerator, so most people take them out about 15 or 20 minutes before the injection, so the liquid can warm up slightly. Because injecting medication straight from the fridge can sometimes feel a little uncomfortable, so letting it sit for a few minutes usually helps. At that point, it's also a good idea to quickly check the medication. The liquid should look clear and clean. If it looks cloudy or has particles floating in it, it shouldn't be used. You'll also want to wash your hands with soap and warm water, as it's another quick step that helps prevent bacteria from getting into the injection site. Once everything is ready, it helps to have the medication, alcohol wipes, and needle nearby so the process goes smoothly. Now, GLP-1 medications are injected just under the skin into the fatty layer. This type of injection is called a subcutaneous injection. Most people inject into their abdomen because it's easy to reach and easy to see what you're doing. The injection should be placed a couple of inches away from the belly button. Another common place is the front or outer part of the thigh. Some people rotate between the abdomen and thighs just to keep things comfortable. The back of the upper arm can also be used, although that spot can sometimes be harder to reach on your own. One important thing is to change the injection spot slightly every week, as using the exact same place repeatedly can create small areas of thicker tissue under the skin that affect how the medication absorbs. And by rotating the location a little bit every time helps avoid that. Once everything is ready, the injection itself is actually very quick. You start by wiping the skin where you plan to inject with an alcohol swab and letting it dry for a few seconds. If you're using a pen device, you attach a new needle and remove the protective caps. Then pinch a small fold of skin between your fingers. This helps make sure that the needle goes into the fatty layer under the skin. Then insert the needle straight into the skin and press the injection button. Most people describe the feeling as a quick pinch rather than anything painful. After the medication finishes injecting, it helps to keep the needle in for a few seconds before removing it. This gives the medication time to fully enter the tissue. Then you remove the needle and place it in the sharps container. From start to finish, the whole process usually takes less than a minute. I do want to point out that during the first few weeks of starting the treatment, the body is still adjusting to how the medication works. Because GLP-1 medications slow digestion, some people notice mild nausea, bloating, or occasional constipation in the beginning. These symptoms usually improve as the body gets used to the medication. Eating slightly smaller meals can help a lot because food stays in the stomach longer while the medication is active. A lot of people also find that eating lighter foods are easier to tolerate during the adjustment period. Doctors also usually increase the dosage gradually over time so the body has time to adapt. Since these medications stay active in the body for several days, missing a dose occasionally usually isn't a big problem. For medications like semaglutide, the missed injection can usually still be taken within about 5 days of the scheduled day. If more time has passed than that, the missed dose is usually skipped, and the next injection is taken on the regular weekly day. If someone misses several doses in a row, it's usually best to check with their provider before restarting treatment. To wrap it up, GLP-1 medications have changed the way doctors approach weight loss because they focus on the biological signals that control hunger and metabolism. Once people see how simple the process is, the weekly routine usually becomes very easy to manage. After doing it once or twice, most people find that the whole routine becomes quick and straightforward. And programs like hers make the process even easier by combining medical consultations, medication delivery, and ongoing support into the system designed for at-home treatment. Again, if you want to take a closer look at the hers program, you can check the affiliate link in the description below. Also, if you're a brand and you'd like to work with us or sponsor a future video, you can reach out using our email, which is also in the description. That'll be all for today's video. If you found it helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.